I'm Christine. It is time for the favorite books of 2017. Yeah! Yep, it's that time of year, folks. It's time. Every year I do my favorite books. If you've been here for a while, you know that this is not going to be all my favorite books ever. It's going to be my favorite books that I read in 2017. If you want to know all my favorite books ever, I have a video like this from 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016. I will have links to all those in the description below. Today I am adding 9 new books to my favorites list. 9. That's a lot. Last year I think I had like 4. I'm excited to share them with you. I'm gonna be counting down from 9 to 1. Hopefully I don't use the word fantastic too often. I'm gonna really try to vary up my adjectives. Like my default is definitely fantastic. I've gotten to this fantastic kick where I say fantastic just like every second of my life, and I'm tired of it. Frankly, editing Christine is fucking tired of the word fantastic. Don't you use the phrase absolutely fantastic. Don't you do it. I'm watching you. And without further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at number 9, we have The Circle by Dave Eggers. The Circle, yes, The Circle. The Circle had an impact on me this year. And if you read it, you felt the impact too. If you watched the film, you didn't feel the impact because the film sucked. Please don't watch it. It ruins everything. It's not it. That's not it. The Circle isn't for everyone. You need patience to read The Circle. It's an adult book, hence the patience. That's what I found to be the greatest difference between the young adult books and the adult books. Young adult books, for the most part, they know about your attention span and they're getting it. They're getting it fast. The Circle, it's a build. It's a build, and the build is best with the audiobook. Please listen to the audiobook. It's mesmerizing. I am an Audible affiliate. I have a link in the description. If you use it, you get your first audiobook for free. So if you're interested in starting your audiobook life with The Circle, please do. It's the kind of book that leaves you feeling like shit. It really pulls you out of where we are today and lets you look at it from a new perspective. The Circle is a Google-like company. This woman who's pretty fresh out of college gets a job there, and she's so excited about it. We really just go on this journey with May. Like I said, I highly recommend the audiobook and give it a second. You know, just give it a second. Just go with it. Be patient. It's a weird book. It's not your classic narrative, but it left me with feelings and thoughts, and I loved that. So number 9, The Circle. Coming in at number 8, I've got Without Merit by Colleen Hoover. You know how much I love the Hooves. I deeply regret not being able to record a book talk after I finished this, but I finished it when my family was visiting with me, and it just was not an option at that time. But as I do with all Colleen Hoover's books, I greatly enjoyed myself reading it. It made me laugh. It made me cry. It made me think. I don't know where it falls on my scale. I honestly feel like I have to read it again because I didn't make a book talk. The side effects of not making a book talk are actually not remembering the details of a book as much, because having to think through it to talk to you about it really cements the details in my mind. And then also there's the fact that I sit editing the book talk for hours, and then I have to rewatch it a bunch of times, which also cements the details in my mind. And now the details are slippery. When it comes down to it, it's about these family members that have kind of drifted apart for one reason or another, and the way that they get past that together. Coming in at number 7, we have Marilu's new book, Warcross. I was so pleased with Warcross. If you've read Marilu's Legend trilogy and you finished Champion, you know about Antarctica and that whole society. Warcross really builds out of that Antarctica idea, and if you like the feel there, you're gonna love the feel of Warcross. The plot, the characters, the world was just so vibrant and exciting to be a part of. I'm so pumped for Warcross 2, whatever that's going to be called. I did a whole book talk about Warcross, so if you want more detail, you can watch that. I'll have a link in the description below. It's fast-paced, it's well-written, and it's so much fun. Coming in at number 6, I have Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertali. Oh my goodness, this was just a ball of adorable wonderfulness. If you don't know, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda is actually being adapted into a film, and the film is coming out in 2018. So you want to read the book now. The movie's going to be called Love, Simon. It looks fantastic. I have friends who've already seen it at an early screening. They've told me it's at... Damn it, I said fantastic! They told me it was excellent, so I'm so excited to see the film. I don't want to watch, I would say don't watch the trailer. Like, I watched the trailer and I was like, damn it, I wish I didn't watch the trailer. Like, I just don't want to see any more. I want to see it in the film. I want to just watch it. Back to the book, though. Oh, it's just like a wonderful, warm, fuzzy, adorable hug. The book is about a boy in high school. I believe he's a sophomore or junior. I cannot remember. And he's gay, but he's not out to anybody. He's been email flirting back and forth with this guy for a while now. And it's somebody who goes to his school and he doesn't know who it is. It's a high school rom-com that brings all the feels. I have a whole book talk about it, so I'll link that in the description below. Coming in at number 5. My number 5 this year had to be Dear Martin by Nick Stone. This book was so moving and gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching. The writing was marvelous. The story was so relevant and important, and it's such a quick read. It's 200 pages. Like, it's 207 pages, I think. It really moved me. I had so many emotions. It's about a teenager in his senior year of high school. He goes to this fancy prep school that's predominantly white, and he's black. And it's just about his day-to-day experiences there. It's excellent. I almost said it's fantastic. Next, coming in at number 4, I have Little Monsters by Cara Thomas. This was just like the surprise favorite of the year for me. It was our Booksplosion book of the month for August. I knew it had a true crime sort of feel and it was going to be a thriller. I didn't know like how thrilled I was going to be by this thriller and how much fun I was going to have reading it. I had all the fun, and I blew through it so fast, and I was all the thrilled. This is another one that I did the audiobook for. The audiobook was so good. I sat there on my bed with the book open, just listening to the audiobook for hours. You know it's a good book when you can do that. Like, a lot of times with audiobooks, I feel the need to, like, get up and do things and be productive while I'm listening to it, but, like, it was too good to be productive. I had to just sit. I just wanted to sit. I just wanted to not move and listen. Number 3! Number 3 this year is another Booksplosion book of the month, and that was GEEKERELLA. This book was so cute and so relatable in so many different ways. It's a Cinderella retelling that really ties in with fandom. This Cinderella's dad started a con for this very Star Trek-like show from the 90s, and her dad has passed, and this is her absolute favorite show now, and there's this cosplay contest at the con. Gosh, and you don't need any more. I don't need to tell you anything else. It was so good. I have a whole book talk about GEEKERELLA. That will be linked in the description below. If you're looking for something wonderful and adorable, and you're a part of any fandom, oh, you're gonna enjoy this. Number 2! Coming in at number 2, The Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. I read Six of Crows when it came out, and this year I read Crooked Kingdom, and man, was it good! This series is also a fantastic audiobook. I actually audiobooked both of these novels. Oh, the audiobooks! They enhance the experience so much because they're so good. Leigh Bardugo's writing, her world is so intricate and beautifully built and big. Like, I just could see this whole, like, European map of Leigh Bardugo's countries. Her characters are so well-rounded and interesting, and this duology is so good. This is, I think, my favorite duology I've ever read. I have only read, like, 4 duologies, I think, or 3. Not many. I haven't finished many duologies yet. Maybe, like, 2 duologies, actually. 3 duologies. I don't know. Whatever. It's so good. It is a heist novel. They're a heist duology. It's a heist duology. It's like an Ocean's 11 team in this fantasy world, and they have a person for each job, and then they get the job done. And it's awesome. It's everything you want in a book. It's funny, it's thrilling, unexpected shit happens, the characters are great arcs. Just, you should read them. And last, coming in at number 1. You might have guessed it. My favorite book of the year is none other than Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. Oh my, whoa! Thought I was closer to the table than, oh man. This was just, The Dark Artifices trilogy thus far has been knock it out of the park amazing. Lord of Shadows, like I said that the Crooked Kingdom duology had everything I ever wanted in a book. Like this is like everything I ever wanted and more. And I had so much fun reading it and taking like meticulous notes, and I had so much fun. Granted, it took me forever, but I had so much fun recording the book talk. You know that Cassie's books are my favorite, and Cassie's my favorite, and I'm so in love with this series and all the characters, and I'm so excited for the third book. It's coming out next year. My most anticipated release of 2018 is definitely Queen of Air and Darkness, faux show. I've been raving about Cassandra Clare's books since the beginning of BookTube time. If you haven't picked them up yet, like, what are you doing? Now there are so many, like, and I know it feels overwhelming if you haven't started yet, but it's not. It's not at all. It's the kind of thing, like, once you start, you just can't stop. It's a box of Pringles. And if you start City of Bones and you do want to stop, then just, like, put that down and go to the Infertile Devices series first. And if you're wondering what order to read them in, stop wondering and just Google what years they came out. Why does no one understand that? There's so many books, I can't figure out how to read them. Look up when they were published. There's this thing called Google. It's amazing. It's really, really great. I believe in your ability to Google. I believe in you. Lord of Shadows was just amazing. It was just everything. It was just like, I want to prance around and gush about it forever. Awesome. I did do that. Like, I did do that. You can watch it. I have a full book talk where I did exactly that. It is 30 minutes long. I did have over 3 hours worth of just raw footage. It did take me forever to edit. So like if you haven't watched it yet, you should maybe check it out. I'll link in the description. And those, ladies and gentlemen, were my favorite books of 2017. I'd love to hear what yours were. As always, I'm gonna do a little housekeeping in this video. I do have a Twitter if you wanna follow me there, where I talk about other aspects of my life and I let you know when I have new videos, because YouTube's an unreliable narrator, man. It doesn't always tell you when I have a new video. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at XTeenMay there. And I'm also on Instagram at XTeenMay there too. I also have a Facebook, facebook.com/Seymour Productions with a Z, if you're all about that Facebook life. And I have a Tumblr, polandbananasBOOKS tumblr.com. My name's Christine. Thank you so much for watching. I make videos every Tuesday. I will see you next time. Peace out, home skillets. Goodbye!